Pickleball shots come from your core and your back muscles, then your arms are last. So, in order to have powerful, easy, consistent shots, you really want to have amazing core muscles. So that way it prevents any back injuries coming through because any motion that comes from your arms and your back are all stem from your core. So, with a weak core comes weak external muscles, which leads to injuries and pain. So, we're going to go through three simple exercises to really boost up and tighten up that core and allow you to have an amazing game of pickleball every single time. Let's dive in. Your ab muscles come from engagement. So, just moving around, you want to start to train your brain how to engage your abs. An easy way I always tell everyone is pretend like you're going to get punched in the stomach. Like right now, if you just push on your stomach, it's very flexible and your hands can push in. But if you're about to get punched, your body's going to lean in and tense those abs to prevent a pain from being hit. So, if you hit as hard as you can, it isn't going to hurt because you're training your brain to keep tight muscles throughout your core. That's what I want you to do every time you do an ab exercises is okay, how do I train so I'm contracting my core while doing a range of motion coming through? Now, obviously you don't have to punch yourself or have someone punch you in the stomach. That is just an example, but the point is to train the brain because if you're just going through a range of motion, your back is going to take over because they're bigger muscles, and it's going to actually inhibit your abs because you aren't concentrating on focusing on them. Throughout the three exercises, I want you to engage that core. And like I said, pretend like you're punching yourself in the stomach and engaging your core so that way it is ready to do the exercises. Okay, the first exercise we are going to be doing is going to be elbow coming across. Now, for beginners, you can just have your knee up closer to your hip. Therefore, your elbow has a less distance that it needs to go to come over. If you are more advanced, you can be here and coming up. Bring that elbow across, coming up and down. You want to go 15 on one side, and then again, either coming across this way or coming up this way, 15 on the other side to really work those obliques as that motion is going to be amazing for spinning through with that racket, allowing your core to take over and not your back, therefore saving any pain. If you guys have any pain in between your shoulder blades or in your shoulder when hitting, a lot of that stems from a weak core. So remember being here, engage those abs first. Pretend like someone's standing on your stomach right now and you got to engage that core. Come up with that elbow and touch, come back down, elbow and touch, back down, 15 on one side, and then 15 on the other side. So as you can see here, we are all doing an alternative for the elbow coming across. If you have a stability ball, make sure your lower back is supported. You aren't going down where you are arching your back. Instead, you are coming across with that elbow. Come all the way up to the top and squeeze those abs again, engaging that core coming through. Next exercise to work on rotation is going to be having a weight of some sort, whether it's a dumbbell, whether it is canned goods, whatever you can do to hold on to a weight. You want to work on your rotation again, squeeze into that core. So the first part is with your feet apart, come between your legs and then rotate. So as you rotate, you squeeze this core and your butt as you come out and then come back in, out, and coming back in. Notice I'm pivoting on this hip. So as I'm here, I pivot with my hip, coming back, pivot with my hip, coming back. Either side, you want to go 10 and 10. And then you're going to do a crossbody wood chop, working the upper and lower part of those abs with that same weight. So lock in those elbows. You go from your hip, you squat down and you extend over. You want to pretend like you're throwing this weight and your abs are stopping that weight to come back down. So you come over, stop, stop. So you're swinging as hard as you can, but in your head, your abs are stopping your body from rotating. Therefore, they're getting stronger on every time. So just think about that backhand as you're coming over or forehand coming over. Your back does a lot of work, but you want your core to be the main focus. So once you do 10 on this side, coming this way, then you're going to go 10 on this side, coming this way. So over to one side and over to the other side, 10 and 10. After you do the 10, pivoting and rotate, 10, pivoting and rotate. Find a weight that you're comfortable with. But again, rotating through the abs, not in the back. So make sure you're engaging them the whole time, guys. The third and final exercise of what we're going to be doing today is a plank rotation. Easier version on your elbows and knees this way. And then you rotate up to the sky, again, holding your abs to stabilize as you raise up with that hand, back down, hand, back down. Tougher version would be on your toes. Now your whole body's suspended, coming up and rotate to one side, up and rotate to the other side, back and forth. You're going to go 10 on each side and make sure that your either toes or your knees are on the ground. And again, as you raise your arm up to the sky, your abs, you're thinking about your abs rotating all the way up to the top and coming down. So as you're here, be controlled and come up and rotate and back down, up and rotate and back down, coming through in a plank rotation, 10 on each side. Now, are these ab exercises going to get you a six pack? No. They are designed for you to have a stronger core, build a better foundation, and allow you to rotate and hit harder when you are playing pickleball. So you really want to focus on how can I engage my core, take that little lesson of punching the stomach or someone staying on your stomach or whatever you need to do to engage your abs and use that to understand, okay, I need to activate my abs on everything that I do. Therefore, when I'm doing my shots in the game, my brain will subconsciously activate core, swing through, and prevent any back injuries and issues like that, guys. So rock these out, have a better core, have a better shot. I'll see you guys next time.